how is it now, man? You know what I'm saying? And not that there's no struggle or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But how is it now? Has there been a difference, a change from the last 5 years to today? Not just record success, but just life and everything.
Oh yeah, definitely. Me being able to support my family, inspire, my little brothers and sisters, inspire my little cousins, my city. It also make me more hungry though.
Really though?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, because it's a need to never be content or to be comfortable. You always want to continue to grow. So whatever that challenge is, I'm always looking for it.
Do you feel like you wrote your best verse yet?
My best verse yet? Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
Do you ever?
I'm always searching for that.
Really though?
This past 5 years has been a fight against comfort. I was chilling. What I noticed was with that feeling of comfort, I'm like, damn, this is the moment that a lot of your favorite rappers hit a crossroad where they did what the fuck they set out to do, and then the fruits of their labor started working against them. That same energy and that same like passion they put into the craft was gone, and it was replaced by like comfort and luxury. My life is just mad routine at this point, and I like it. So to go shoot a video, to shoot a doc, to even just come downstairs and do this, yeah, I swear to God, bruh, I swear to, that's the level of like comfort / laziness that I've reached in my life. Imagine that when applied to music and a craft and a sport that literally you can't get comfortable in. I had to make a real decision.
Question. Them files you
Are you okay with getting comfortable, chilling, mailing it in, waiting around on inspiration? If this is as high as you ever got, not career success-wise, but from a skill level, like have you wrote your best song? Did you leave no stone unturned creatively? And when I thought about that feeling, I was like, nah, I'm not cool with that.
Getting out of your comfort zones is the fastest way for growth. It's hard to grow when you're comfortable. You're not stretching yourself, you're not stretching your limits, you're just in your comfort zone. So when I left a small city in North Carolina, 200,000 people, 150,000 people, and came to New York with 8 million, 10 million people, I was for sure uncomfortable, but I felt some nerves, but more importantly, I felt focused and I felt ready for the task. So I had to get out of my comfort zone to make it happen.
It's really just the impact to inspire people, and always showing them that the duality of life is not such a bad thing. We go through so many volatile situations where we don't really know how to connect or, communicate how we feel. So through my music, I want to make sure that's the legacy, showing people how to communicate, and it's okay, if you're not perfect. It's about accepting the beauty of imperfection. Do you be yourself and make sure that you love being yourself. And it's going to be roadblocks, it's going to be tribulations, but always remember this is a life experience. Accept the experience, appreciate the experience, and learn how to move on from things that don't serve you well, and find your journey, respect your journey, and love it.
Well, yeah, persistence is important because let's say you want something really bad and you keep trying and you keep trying and you keep trying, and on the 10th try you don't get it still, and then you say, okay, it must be a sign that I need to stop doing what I need to do. But what if you didn't know that on your 11th try you would have made it. You would have made it happen and got what you wanted to get. So I feel like persistence is important because if you really truly love something and you truly believe, you should just do it for the love, and you don't get to where you're going, you still were doing something you love. So persistence is very important for sure. Think about even like airplanes. When I see airplanes in the sky, right? There was somebody that was successful at making an airplane actually fly, but I think about so many people, generations before them, that thought about airplanes and maybe tried, but they didn't necessarily maybe live to see airplanes fly, but they contributed to the idea of making airplanes fly in the future. And I feel like even if you don't personally make it, you might contribute something to the people that will make it later on in life, you know what I mean? So I feel like persistence is important.
I think there's 2 key ingredients, maybe 3, but one is see yourself as high as you possibly could see yourself, right? So if someone wants to be in the NBA, they want to be an NBA player, to me that's not enough.
Yeah.
There's a wide range of NBA players, right?
Yeah.
There's an NBA player that never saw the floor,
You know, he sat at the end of the bench his whole career, and they never re-upped his contract, and then he had to go fight in the G League, and boom, boom, boom. He was in the NBA.
Yeah.
LeBron James is in the NBA.
Yeah.
Who do you see yourself as? And there's no right or wrong answer. Clarify and define your vision for yourself in the highest possible way that you could see it. Do you want to be a 12-time All-Star?
Yeah.
Do you want to be a league MVP? Do you want to be, you know, you want to set the three-point shooting record? Be as specific and see yourself as high as you possibly can, right? That's your first job, is to see it as high as you can see it. Be delusional even, to the point where to where your mind, right at the apex of what your mind believes is possible, maybe push past that even a little bit and define it. And then number two is like, believe it. You know what I mean? Like see it all the time and believe it, and whatever you gotta do to protect that belief. My version of protecting that belief was I wasn't sharing this.
I
wasn't even telling my mom. She knew I rapped. She knew I did music, and to her it was
let
like,
somebody knock you off.
I'm not even gonna give my own mother the chance to try to bring me back down to reality. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, not gonna happen. So number one, dream as high as you possibly can. See yourself, not even dream. See yourself as high as you possibly can. Define that. Don't just say I want to do such and such. Because if you mess around and get such and such, you're gonna be mad that you didn't think about higher. There's a lot of people that do that. They're like, man, why didn't I think about being this instead of just this? Because at the time you thought just this was it. But do the thought work and see where you really want to be. Two, believe that it's possible and protect that belief. And then three is work towards it. You have to do the work, and because you love it, it's not always gonna feel like work, but sometimes it is. I'm sure there's times where Steph is in the gym or like waking up and it's like, I don't really actually want to go strength train, or I really don't want to go put these shots up. I'd rather chill with the family, but I'm gonna go do it because I know my ultimate goal is championship. My ultimate goal is X, Y, and Z. So he goes and does it. And then within the work, he probably finds joy when he's there. I'm assuming. Never had this conversation with him, but I'm assuming while he's putting up his shots, while he's working on his moves, while he's doing strength, he finds the enjoyment and the presence in it. But it's still work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's still work. So those are like the three things that I would tell anybody, whether they're 10 years old or 30 years old. You have to see yourself in the highest, and the world will fill in the rest. You know what I mean? I guess you could say it's hard, but you have to work. You have to do the work to find new ways to fall in love with it. And yes, there's many ways to fall out of love with it, right? Time, money, success, bitterness, things didn't go the way you wanted to go. There's many ways to, like, reasons to retract. But if it's a high goal, you set the highest goal, I think that's the problem. Like, you know, the way that I said is valid for someone that wants to live that life, but I also think another valid way to live is, I'm envious of people who don't have strong desire or strong vision and don't have something, and they live a peaceful life and an enjoyable life, and it's like, I go to work, I like my job, I like my salary, I'm not trying stupid rich, but I love my family, I come home, life is amazing. Simple. And they live their life like that, and I think that is just as valid. I think they're equally valid, and I don't think, I don't think anyone should feel, because I've come across people who maybe, because we live in a society and a culture that pushes, it's like a hustle culture, and work hard, boom, boom, boom. And I think people could feel almost guilty or like insufficient for not having some great dream to dream. And I'm like, no, it's a blessing to be satisfied, to be at peace, to be content with life. You know what I mean? Like, I have this job, I have this family, I have
this. Listen to music, but I don't need to be.
I don't need to be that guy. I think my wish and my hope is more like I just want you to cut down the time that it took me to the thing that I learned at 30. I hope you can learn at 15 or 16. I just want you to be able to cut down on. I want you to be able to learn the lessons that can lead you to peace quicker. Because I know what life is like trying. I know what life is like, and when I say trying in this context in a bad way, I know what life is like to not be living in your peace and your comfort and your confidence. I know what life is like to be living in your confidence, and you know what I mean? So it's like the time that it took me to get there on a more permanent basis, I flirted with it in my in my childhood and in my teens and in my 20s, but was never solidified in it. You know what I mean? It was always attaching it to something. But I think that I just hope, that's what I hope for them, is like, yo, whatever comes after that is it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? As long as you feel at peace and comfortable and you know, and that's really it. Like that would be the biggest blessing. Everything after that is a bonus. Once you just enjoy life on a content level, it's a bonus.